Neverthere is a narrative-driven tabletop role-playing game podcast. This season, we're using the Dungeons & Dragons 5e rules. Kinda. Sometimes the language on this podcast can get a little spicy. But if that doesn't bother you, my name's Will, and I play Six.
I'm Bruce, and I'm the voice of Archie.
I'm Frazier, and I play Margbark.
My name is Emily, and I'm the voice of Osiris.
And I'm your Dungeon Master Tanner, and this is what happened on the last episode of Neverthere, the Neverthere. Six donned the cursed crown, and the party killed my lich. How dare they kill my lich? And with a T-Rex from an item I gave them? No. They fall. But how? Lightning. Lightning breaks the bridge and the entire party falls. Down. Back into the depths of Cantelli Castle. Guys, I have it this time. I'm going to do it in one.
No, I don't believe
No pressure.
Wind whips your face. The sound of rushing air muffles nearly any scream or word you emit. You're plunging downwards into darkness, surrounded by the large plummeting stones that made up the bridge only a moment before. You all know that a collision with the ground from this height will be deadly. What do you do?
How far is that height?
You don't know. It is darkness beneath you, and you don't hear rushing water, so you can only guess that there's likely solid ground below.
I brace for impact.
I think we've all been more or less in this situation before. And I think what I did last time was to use Newton's law of something to basically Eldritch Blast, equal and opposite reaction. I'm going to Eldritch Blast downward to slow my fall.
Downward.
You did let him do it to get to a pond last time.
I did. Yeah, I did let it do it to move you. Now the thing is that you can only realistically do one blast or two blasts every 6 seconds. All right.
Okay.
So now we have to figure out how quickly a human body reaches terminal velocity.
So what I'm going to go ahead and say is that you can potentially direct yourself to something down below like you did before, but this is still going to be a deadly fall were you to hit solid ground. That is what I'm giving all of you. At this point, you have fallen far enough to know that you go splat when you end abruptly.
Is there anybody near me?
Yeah, everyone's kind of grouped up together.
Cool, I kick off one of them to the wall so that way I can grab on with my claws and then not have to worry about falling.
Six lets him do it. Archie, I think I can save myself.
Kidding.
And he holds up his hands for Archie to do that.
Archie did a 180 really fast. He doesn't give a fuck about anybody anymore.
Yeah.
So, all right, it's basically you're falling into a ravine. The walls around you are jagged stone that the castle is built on top of. You can't really get a placement or see anything. You're just falling too fast into darkness. So getting a beat on whatever is around you is very difficult. So I think right now, because it needs to be your character sort of figuring it out, I'm going to go in the order that I see everybody. I'm going to ask you what you do, and I need that split-second decision from what your character would do. So first up, the order is going to be Will, Emily, Bruce, Frazier, okay?
Okay, Death. I reach out to Death. There's nothing else I can do. I'm out of spell slots that would be useful here. I reach out to Death and say, can you... Death, I need your help one more time. Sir?
Go ahead and roll religion.
11 on dice.
Plus not much. I think it was 0 in religion.
Hold on. Yeah, plus 0 to religion. Yeah, 11.
11.
Your words, as soon as they leave your mouth, get lost in the rushing air around here. And if death responds, you are unable to hear it. Emily, what does Osiris do?
Question. I can wild shape into a giant vulture that is a large-sized beast. It does not tell me if I were to be able to grab Margbark or not.
I think I'll allow one person of the same size or smaller, but it's going to cause you to fall. So the fall, you'll be able to glide down with it. May not potentially be as deadly as it was before. So you can mitigate some of that fall damage as you're going down, hopefully, if you can see what's below you. So yes, you as a large creature, I'll allow you to grab onto one medium creature, which is everyone here.
Okay, I'm going to wild shape as a CR1 giant vulture, and I am going to try to grab Margbark by the clothes of his back with my claws.
The clothes of his back. Yep.
The clothes of his back.
Clothes on his back with my claws.
Okay, cool. All right, so you very quickly wild shapes, feathers sprouting from your shoulders and down your arms, turning into wings, your body morphing as a beak bursts out of your front. And then you are just a full vulture that tries to get to Margbark very quickly. You grab onto the back of his clothing and try and glide downwards to the inevitable fall that is below. You know at this point that you will not be able to flap and try and go upwards with him, but you are potentially saving his life at this point.
That's
Archie.
what I'm trying to do, yep.
I light a torch and throw it downward.
Okay. You light this torch. You try to. Can you tell me how you'll be able to light this torch while you're falling in the air and the wind is just potentially making this thing go out?
I turn around and use my body as a windbreak.
Okay. Go ahead and roll acrobatics to see if you can manage to maneuver yourself in the air.
Yay.
Yay.
Natural 20.
Hey!
Oh my God.
Oh my-
All right. You are able to turn over in the air. You use your body and whatever minor knowledge you might have of aerodynamics to turn yourself around. And you pull out a torch somehow from your backpack from the side and are able to pull it out and get a light on it very quickly. However, you know that this is going to fall at the same rate as you are unless you find a way to really sort of control yourself. I mean, with that natural 20, you can also brace yourself. So I think that all makes sense too. So you drop this and try and fall a little slower. It's not going to make it too far ahead of you. So it's more or less illuminating the area around you and a few feet below.
That's what I was aiming for.
So you can see at this point the walls of the chasm here rushing by, all jagged, and down below you, you can see some of the larger stones of the bridge plummeting down towards what looks like a domed stone surface down below. You are completely aware here that were you to crash into that stone surface, it is far enough down that you will go splat. Margbark, you are caught up in Osiris's talons. Do you do anything else?
Yeah, so my plan from here will be to launch 2 Eldritch Blasts at the ground just before we make impact to kind of like hit the brakes. So I imagine like Osiris is acting more or less like a light parachute, if you will. So like our descent has been slowed, but I basically want to just like pump the brakes right there at the end to soften this fall as much as possible.
All right, we'll see how that works out for you. As you continue plummeting and everyone's going through these motions, the stones of the bridge crash into the peak of that domed structure below and crash down deeper into the chasm. A sickly green light emanates from the new hole, illuminating you as you continue to fall to whatever waits below. The red firelight from the torch that's around you, Archie, kind of melds with this sickly green light, and you can get a better bearing of the immediate vicinity. However, you all are still falling very fast. There are two people that kind of have a measure of contingencies to make them not go splat. So I'm not going to worry about Osiris and Margbark for now. This will be the last attempt for you guys, Six and Archie, to try and mitigate this fall damage.
Are the walls as they fall straight down, or are they like slanted and they're getting closer to me?
They're not getting any close. They're not getting measurably closer. They are as near vertical inclines as you could get in a natural structure.
Okay.
See, the thing is I have one second level spell slot left, and I've been racking my brain for what to do. The only thing that
Here, I'll let you use my dimension door real quick. Oh wait, that's 4th level. Just kidding.
Yeah. Yep. Boy, Tanner, I'm not gonna lie. I'm pretty sure I'm just gonna die. I don't know what else to do, so I'm going to
Do you still have that spell that lets you mend into stone?
meld into stone. Yeah, that's a 3rd level spell, and I don't.
Fuck.
Yeah,
Okay.
the only thing I could think of, like, if I would have not wasted it on death, I guess the only other thing that I could do is try to call out to death again. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to direct.
What second level spells do you have?
I have aid, augury, blindness, deafness, bar of knowledge. Truthfully, I did not prepare all of those. Really, the only ones that show prepared for me right now for 2nd level are lesser restoration and spiritual weapon. I have access to a bunch of them, but none of them would really help. You know how the cleric spell book works, so I have all of them. And I guess I could use Scorching Ray, but I think I used that already.
Yeah,
I did use
I think
it.
you did as well.
I did use it against the fight. So, okay, I'm gonna try to I'm gonna try to redirect myself towards that green light and not hit the top of the dome. I want to fall into whatever that is, because maybe there's a chance that I can survive if I do that. But the other thing that I'm gonna do is try to reach out to death one more time with a little bit more frantic behavior. Or are you gonna allow me to do that?
You can do one of these things.
Swim. Air swim. Will, it looks like you're jerking it. Please stop shaking that die.
Stop.
Okay, I'm going to reach out to death a little bit more frantically this time.
The DC is going to be higher since this is your second attempt at reaching out.
Hopefully I can roll pretty well. Okay, all right. I fall into the green light. Fuck it. I'm falling.
Okay, you're diving.
I'm going to try to direct
acrobatically.
myself towards the green light.
Okay, roll acrobatics, please.
Great. I probably should have just rolled death. That's a dose. El Doso. El Dos on the dice. And it's a big old with acrobatics. You say acrobatics. You say. Hold on. Oh, that's +0, baby. Kill me, daddy, kill me. I'm dead. I die. It's so good.
So two is what you got.
Dose. Yeah.
Okay.
El Tuo.
All right. Okay. Everyone sees, if you have the ability to, you can see Six flailing in the air, trying to gain some semblance of balance through here as he plummets down towards this hole. Six, you get the feeling that regardless of how you're doing with your aerial acrobatics, you're going to fall into that hole, into whatever is below. So hitting any sort of stone surface before that point is probably not going to happen.
Oh, so the hole's gotten that big that it really didn't matter. But okay, cool. But I'm not even.
No, but like you would have had control for whatever had been below had you rolled well enough.
Okay, I see. Cool.
Yep.
Yeah, I imagine everybody sees this happen just in case you guys want to do them.
Well, the only person that might be able to do something is Archie.
Oh, yeah.
So Archie, it is now your decision.
I fall.
Exactly.
All right. Archie, I will give you, since you already have that maneuverability from the natural 20 in the air, you can direct yourself more or less where you're falling as you plummet down below.
All right, I bump. All right, yeah, I'll do that.
Okay.
Osiris is heading for the green hole.
Yeah, you
Ew.
basically don't have an option. You're still kind of plummeting. but you're just plummeting slower.
Can I tilt my body and kind of bump into Six so he can have some fucking maneuverability again? Can I help calm him down?
I will allow this to happen, and 6, roll at advantage. Just give me another roll to see if you can maintain control as Archie maneuvers with his
Nat
natural 20.
Natural!
Oh,
20! Natural 20!
Nice.
Fucking Bruce.
Hell yeah,
Dude,
dude.
just a little bump is all it took. I just need a little bumpy to bump. Yo, whip. I don't think that's going to
He was
stop me from dying necessarily, but
He was paying. I extend my hands and my legs, and I like it causes my shirt, to flail out, and I use it, and I kind of just and I steer, and I tilt, and I go over to him, and I nudge him a little bit, and I go, "Hey,
yeah.
calm down." And then I fly.
So he pretends to breathe since he doesn't really have to breathe. He goes, and then he realizes he has a jacket too, and does the same thing that Archie's doing, and just kind of glides.
The problem is all the clothes that Six has on are just billowing in the wind and just whipping about. Oh, yeah, all right. Parachute style. Good. Okay. The four of you are plummeting downwards into the unknown as
Into the
gracefully as
unknown.
possible. I knew it
I
was
was
going to
about
start it
to.
up. Yeah, someone was going to do it, and it had to be Will. So you're all plummeting downwards into this hole that's emitting this green light.
Gross.
And Archie, what? Yeah, it soon will
Gross.
be. Yeah.
We're all going into
Archie and
Tanner's
Six.
hole.
Damn it, Will.
Christ.
I couldn't help it. Oh, okay, all right, go Tanner. What are we doing in the green hole?
Archie and Six, you two are falling faster than the others. And you pass beneath this stone dome in through this hole that was caused by the bridge. And below you, you can see this. First off, the rubble from the bridge has collided with the ground and shattered. But there's a few things that you can see that you could potentially aim for to mitigate some of this damage. And as it stands, it just kind of looks like these piles of mush. You can't really tell in this light what exactly it is, but it is potentially these large mounds of dirt, this loose dirt, or some other substance that you think might break your fall a bit. So the two of you are able to tilt yourselves towards these and fall, spreading out your jackets or whatever clothes you have, like a wingsuit, and fall into them. It's still going to cause damage as you
Hey, hold on.
crash. Oh,
Hold on.
Oh.
As soon as I see where I'm landing, I rage.
Smart.
okay. All right.
Smart. Good call.
Good. All right.
Wait,
The two of you.
Tanner, hold on. Sorry, before you keep your roll, but before you roll, I want to see how this reads. So there's a spell that I have. It's called Warding Bond. But here's the problem with the Warding Bond. I ward a willing creature. Let me just read it. This spell
Do you have it
wards...
prepared first before you
No,
even
I
jump
don't.
into
You're
it?
right.
Did you have
Fuck
it prepared?
Okay,
Yeah.
Just say the thing you were going to say.
Got him.
You two direct yourselves into these piles, and you come crashing into them, and you hear just this slosh and crunch as you plummet into these mounds. You take
Gross.
17 bludgeoning damage from this fall,
Cool.
or half as much because of rage. Osiris and Margbark, you're falling down as well. You also see these mounds, and you can also see the floor from here. There are patches of this damp sludge on the ground in places. You cannot judge its depth. You also think at this point that the softest landing spot are these mounds. You could potentially land on the ground, but that is going to cause a world of hurt. You might survive it, but you might break a
No,
leg.
I think we go for the sludge.
The sludge or the
Fraser,
mounds?
wait. Well,
I don't really
the
have.
mounds,
I mean,
yeah.
I feel like you're kind of in control of our fall right now, so I don't really have the ability to decide.
Yeah, the mounds. Whatever takes the less damage.
What? Oh, yeah, good. Yeah, I'll just tell you what that is.
Yeah, about to say he's just going to let you know what that is, right? No, you
The
have to make a
mounds.
decision.
Use your Eldritch Breaks again, Fraser.
I haven't used
Oh,
them
yeah, you
yet.
could definitely use those again.
I haven't used them yet.
Yep.
No.
But, I mean, you'll still have to have a landing place. I just need to know what that is.
The mounds.
All right. You direct yourself and place your fall into one of the mounds nearby while Margbark blasts down 2 Eldritch Blasts to try and give you a little bit more loft into this fall. You crash into these mounds with this crunching and snapping and cracking, and this sort of gush that you feel beneath you as you hit these things.
Dude, those were so many descriptive words I don't like.
You both take 10 bludgeoning damage.
Ooh, nice.
As you fall into this. The four of you try and gather yourselves very quickly after this fall. You are partially dazed from the damage that you've received into these, but you first notice the warmth of what you've crashed into and just the sort of slickness of everything. You've gone too deep in these to really take in any sense or pull in breath. So right now, the most immediate danger to you is getting out of whatever these are. So you all start to try and push out of these, and as you move, you can feel things, brittle things, snap beneath your fingertips as you push and pull yourself out, and the slushing of whatever this is. And as any of it enters your nostril or touches your mouth, because you are below your head in this stuff, it is absolutely undescribably vile. But eventually you're able to push yourselves out and see the light pouring in from some unknown source, this green light that fills this wide chamber. And you all emerge from these and turn around and look at them and realize that it is piles of soft, rotting flesh filled with pieces of bone and limbs and skulls.
That tracks. Yep.
Mark Bark immediately pukes.
Oh, no.
Okay.
Not this again. No.
Let's roll for it.
You guys,
it's not good.
Just
You
say you
rolled
puked.
for
No
it
need to
already?
roll for it. What'd you roll?
Oh, I did. I had to.
What'd you roll?
A 9. Less than 10, he pukes. So that's been my puke rule.
All right. I'm not going to cause any detrimental effects anymore for puking. If you guys want to be puke babies, you go ahead.
Puke baby.
You got so 6 gets out. And you guys look at 6, and this probably isn't the first time, but he's got his goo is coming out of his side. His blue fluorescent goo is coming out of his side a little bit.
His goo.
Yeah, he's bleeding pretty bad.
Not the goo.
I guess I'm going to cast Cure Wounds on myself, Tanner, actually. At a second level, because that's all I got left.
I'm going to unwild shape.
Okay.
And cast Healing Word on 6.
All right. How much damage do both of those spells heal?
So it's 2d8 for me, because I'm casting at second level.
2d8.
1 plus 2. So I heal myself by 9, so that maybe whatever's down here doesn't kill me.
Okay.
Oh, it's gonna
I
kill you.
heal Will 10.
Oh, nice. You're healing
6. I mean, I healed 6, 10.
Oh my God,
What
what have
the-
we landed in? This is just absolutely disgusting.
I'm not sure.
It smells and tastes of rotting flesh, and I hate that I know what that tastes like.
I'm actually surprised you know what that tastes like. This is a new sensation for my taste receptacles. Smellerifics.
Osiris, I appreciate you grabbing me as that big bird.
Ew, 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 ew. Archie's just walking around you guys, panicking and like wiping himself.
You're welcome. If I had known that 6 wasn't so capable of landing on his own, I might have gone for him too, but
Ew, 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 ew,
Archie.
ew, ew.
Oh, Archie, quit being a baby. It's just a little bit
Hey,
of
fuck
dirt
you, Mark.
and
Ew, ew, ew,
it's
ew.
just a bit of dirt and skin and bones and
Obviously,
old blood
Mark-
and coagulated things and livers and okay, it's nasty. I get it.
I'm going to use my endless decanter of water and splash it on Archie.
Archie, I think we're gonna need to do another shopping trip after this. I think I need some new clothes, and I hold up my arms, and my everything just looks disgusting.
My everything.
Ew.
Maybe we can visit Elias Finch again.
Archie just looks absolute like traumatized. I'm gonna need a whole new fucking wardrobe after this, and I'm gonna kill that fucking zombie Vieri for doing this to me fucking clothes. I'm gonna tear his fucking head off. His bony fucking.
I think he might
Archie's
be
just having an aneurysm.
I think he might not be a zombie. I think he might be on our side. Oh, well, he's definitely a zombie, though.
As you gather yourselves, you look around the room to see piles of flesh and bone. Duh. On the far wall, you see a figure sitting hunched over on a throne of viscera. They twitch and lift their skull to look upon you with hollow eyes. A wave of sickening energy washes over you. The figure resembles Giard, but he is far more disturbing than the version you fought on the bridge. He stands and stretches his jaw, causing a string of muscle to pop from his cheekbone. Welcome to the depths of Cantelli Castle. I think it is time to add you to my collection.
Are you telling me you're the fucking reason my clothes look like this, you son of a bitch?
As Archie yells this, he steps closer, and the sickening feeling increases. From this distance, it is nearly enough to cause you to collapse and heave until your insides have been churned out. You quickly look around the room and see one exit from the chamber that leads into darkness. You then hear the disembodied voice of Viere echo from that darkness. Run.
Hello, dear listeners. This is Will. Thank you for listening to episode 46 of the Neverthere campaign. Our next episode comes out on May the 13th, so follow us to listen to new episodes as soon as they release. If you're enjoying our podcast, drop us a rating on Spotify or your favorite podcast platform. If you'd like more NetherRealm content, follow us at NetherRealm on YouTube and TikTok and at NetherRealm Podcast on Instagram. Stop by netherrealm.com to check out all kinds of cool info about the Neverthere setting and maybe show your support by getting yourself something nice from the merch store. If you want to see some live shenanigans with the cast, look out for our YouTube live streams. Follow us there to see when that's happening. That's the end of the plug. So let's get back to the gang and see how they're going to get away from Giard.
This is a new element that I'm adding here. We're calling it the chase scene. Hopefully I gave you guys enough information to make you understand that you really should not be close to Giard right now. You will have quite a few rounds. We're not going to run this like combat. There will be some challenges. Giard Cantelli is going to start 4 spaces behind you guys, and you're going to be rolling athletics to try and either stay that distance ahead of him as you try and escape and find a place where you can be away from him, or try and beat a certain amount to get farther away. Should you fail on these rolls, and I'll give you what those numbers are, you are going to fall behind the rest of the party and you will be more into his aura, potentially gaining pretty big damage or being captured by him. Should you be captured, you will be out of the order, out of this particular almost combat, this chase scene, and the consequences will happen later on as to what that entails. So we're going to start off. I don't want anyone to roll any sort of initiative. I'm just going to do it the same way as we did when we were falling. So we're going to start with Will, then Emily, then Bruce, then Frazier. And each of you are going to give me an athletics roll until we come up to an obstacle, and then there's going to be a whole other thing there. So I need someone to help me keep track of the rounds. Will, can you do that for me?
Got it. This is round number
Excellent.
one, Tanner.
So this is round 1. You will be able to use your skills if you still have them. Like if you had any more wild shapes, you wanted to transform into a tiny horse, that might actually be helpful. And actually, let me explain a little bit more about the rules so you know what you're rolling for and what you can do during these rolls. If you roll a 10 or above, you move forward without falling back or taking any damage. If you roll below 10, you move back 1 space and take damage depending on how close you are to Giard. If you roll 15 or higher, you can either gain 1 space farther away from Giard, so make up any space that you've lost, or move greater than 4 spaces away. Or you can take the extra that you rolled and add it to someone else's roll as an assistance. So basically, if you roll a 16 or higher, you could take your roll and subtract 15 and add that number to someone else's roll. So if you roll a 16, you add 1 to someone else's roll. 17, 2. 15, you don't add anything else to anyone else's roll, so you just take the space forward. Make sense?
Yeah.
Cool.
What about an nat 20?
We'll see if that happens.
Okay, cool.
Round 1. You are all making a break towards that exit door. And you have gotten about 20 feet ahead of Giard as he begins moving very quickly towards you. First up for these athletic rolls to try and see if you maintain the distance is 6.
Cool, I will do so. Can I also use my Pearl of Power to restore a spell slot?
Sure.
17 on dice. Plus, I'm adding athletics?
Athletics.
Okay, I use Pearl of Power. I don't know how Pearl of Power actually works. I've only used it a couple of times. But the one thing that's confusing, while Pearl is on your person, you can use an action to speak its command word, which is history, if I remember correctly. I say history out loud. So I get a spell slot back. It says if the expended slot was a 4th level or higher, the new slot is 3rd level. Do I have to expend a slot to use this?
No, it's saying that so you are picking. If you were to pick a 4th level spell, it becomes a 3rd level spell.
Okay.
So basically, you can only get a slot up to 3rd level, but it's the expended spell, whatever spell you expended, basically.
Got you. Okay.
Previously.
Okay, so in other words, I can't get a 4th level
spell slots
spell
are considered
back.
expended when they're used.
I can't get a 4th level spell slot back. So
Yeah,
I'm actually going to take a 3rd level spell slot, and then I rolled a 17 on dice plus my athletics plus 2, so 19.
Awesome.
So I get
Great.
I'm going to take the 15 and add 4 to somebody else's roll that does bad.
So on your turn, you need to make that decision. So either you can take the 1 space forward, be 5 spaces away from him, or you can go ahead and help someone out now because you're at the top of the order.
Okay. Who has worth athletics from Fraser and Emily? From Osiris and Mark?
I have a plus 2.
I have a -1.
Okay, I give it to Osiris.
Yeah, give it to Emily.
Plus 4 to your roll, Emily.
Okay. Just my next roll, right?
Yep, just the next one.
Okay.
As you kind of see that potentially Osiris needs some help, you go ahead and grab her wrist and try and pull her forward. Osiris, it is now your turn. Give me that athletics roll, please.
Ooh, 19 on the dice, plus 4. Or, well, does -1 plus 22.
22, and that was with 6's help?
Yep.
Great. All right. So you actually have, I didn't think about, not collateral, but these gaining interest. So yeah, sure. We'll go ahead and let it happen. You have a +7 that you can compound. Thank you. Compounding. You can either take that +7 and move forward another space, or give it to Archie or Margbark or 6 on his next roll.
Who's next in the line?
Archie.
I give it to Archie.
Okay, Archie, you get a +7.
Compound, baby.
Hey, Tanner, can I still cast an action, or are we action?
What would you like to do?
I would like to try to take a shot in the dark. Now, you don't have to tell me if this is going to work or not. I wanted to use my final 4th level spell slot, and I wanted to cast Polymorph on this guy and polymorph him into a rat.
You casted Polymorph on a lich, Emily. I'm just tossing that out there, but do your best. I don't want to discourage you, but it might not work.
It just says a creature. It says that a creature that I can see.
It may not work.
And all he has to do is either make her
The liches
fail
have
it.
the creature.
Yeah, I mean, this is a saver suck spell. Like, if he doesn't save, he's a rat, and I'm going to go stomp on him. So
no, because then he'll just transform back into the lich.
No, when you polymorph's different than wild shape.
Yeah.
No, it's not.
Oh,
It
it
says the
used to
spell
be.
has no effect.
It assumes the hit points of its new form. When it reverts to its normal form, the creature returns number of hit
True
points.
polymorph's different than regular polymorph.
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing that I'm seeing that will not allow you to do this.
It sounds like
Wow.
fun, so I want to try it. He has to make a
Wow.
wisdom save DC 15.
Okay, Osiris, you try and fling this spell backwards, and Giard is just able to deftly move a hand and break the spell. You can see it shatter against the back of his hand.
Okay,
It was a good try,
that's-
Emily.
that's fine.
It was a good try.
Yeah.
Quite honestly, his wisdom addition, not great. So, I mean, it wasn't the worst. All
Okay.
right, now we are on Archie.
Rolling a 33 for athletics.
Jesus.
Is that with the plus 7?
Yes, I get a +8 to athletics, and then you gave me 7. Like,
Yeah.
I shouldn't have let this carry over. I should have not had that happen.
Compound.
Bruce, that means
All
you
right.
get to give a plus
Uh,
18
so-
I'm so like, all right. So, what are my options? Because now I'm just fucking confused.
You're running. You're running.
Okay.
So,
That's
hold on.
all you're
let me
doing.
try. Let me try
This
this.
is a chase
Let me try
sequence.
this. Let me try to
Maybe we
explain
should
it to
set a
Bruce.
limit to the pluses.
So I
Maybe
can
we should
run
I got-
and
don't worry
gain
about
a
it.
space, or I can help somebody
yes.
else, right?
You can you can gain a space so you can get another 5 feet away from Giard, or you can use that extra momentum you have to try and help someone else out.
Okay. All right. So I cannot hinder him in any way, even if it's just a chase hinder.
I mean, you can attempt to, right? Like, I've allowed the others to do an action, so it's already established. If you'd like to try and just do one thing, right?
Yeah. I fling Delilah at him.
Go ahead and roll to hit.
17 to hit.
17 to hit does hit him. So go ahead and you can roll that damage.
13.
I am going to roll for him to see if that causes him any pause. So we'll see if that has done anything to slow him down.
Okay.
It has not.
I swiggity swooty and try to save my booty.
Make sure you call for Delilah back.
Oh yeah, I do that too. Okay, Delilah. All right, yeah, I give Frazier
Plus 18.
plus 18.
Yep. Okay, go ahead, roll.
Hell
Okay,
yeah.
Mike Bark, go ahead and roll. I guess.
Please roll high.
Hey, I bet I get at least an 18.
19.
It's a nat 20.
Tanner, can we fight this fucking guy now?
No. No.
Can we kill your big bad evil guy?
This is carefully fucking. He will wreck you.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Well,
I've
I
only-
mean, you said this is going to be dangerous too, and here we are, like beating the shit out
Fine.
of your
You
guys
know
as
what?
we run away
Okay.
from him.
All right. I'm gonna allow this little
No,
farce to
Bruce,
continue
you did
on
this.
and
Bruce,
like
no,
let
you
it
did what
roll
you said.
over.
I did
But
it on
it's fine.
purpose.
That's fine. Okay. All right. So you made a natural 20 plus 18, which ends up being plus fucking
38.
28 to the next roller. No, 23 to the next
Yeah,
roller.
23.
Great. Do you decide to give that to the next roller, or do you want to go a space ahead?
Wait, so I can either go one space ahead or
You can either
give
get 5 feet
23.
farther away from Giard, or you can
Wait, hold
roll it over.
on. With an additional 23, I can't.
Yes,
do
Fraser,
both?
with an additional 23, that's the only fucking option you have.
Wait, I can't.
Two.
I can't go a space
No,
further
no,
ahead and
no,
give some
no,
bonus.
No, no.
All right. All
Pass
right.
it to me. Pass it to me. Pass it to me. Come on.
Yeah, just to the next.
I feel like it's so broken. I want to reset.
It's not
it,
broken.
but-
Trust me. You
All right,
will
all right,
suffer.
I'm giving it to Will. 23 to Will.
Sick.
Let's 23 to 6. Let's
You
go.
will
23 to
suffer.
6.
You continue running forward. All of you do it so fucking well. Congratulations, you pieces of shit. You maintain your distance between you and Giard. The sickening energy coming from him on your heels. You can feel it in your stomach as it churns, but it doesn't affect you enough to make you throw the fuck up.
The DM said with anger in his voice.
Ahead of you, a gap in the floor that you have to clear. So you're going to have to roll twice.
Oh, shit. Okay. All right.
Oh, roll the wood.
It's going to get more difficult each fucking time. Only your second roll can be rolled over for your
Bruce, what's
athletics
that
roll.
about not taunting the DM?
So-
Yeah. He's doing.
roll twice.
I'm taunting my shit, Blurry, man.
What you see in this hole in the ground ahead of you are these nasty, putrid hands reaching out. So go ahead and roll athletics to jump across 6.
Okay.
Do it.
Okay. Okay.
Roll.
That's a 19 on dice.
Okay. You can add
plus 2 and plus 23.
Yep, to this roll.
Oh wait.
44.
Wait. Do I
So
have
great,
to?
you
I
do
have
it.
to add it to this roll.
To the very next roll.
Okay. So can I pass over anything?
On your next, if you do well on your athletics check, you can.
Okay. So,
Your second athletics
in
check.
other words, I have a 21 plus 23, which is 44 right now. Right.
Cool.
So
You jumped so far across this thing like a gazelle. It is glorious. The reachy little grabby, nasty, decaying mitts down below you, the gnawing faces that peer up from the darkness do not touch you as you reach the other side.
His descriptions get better the more angry he
yeah,
is. That's why
exactly.
he's
So we just
happening.
keep on making. All right. So now I have a plus 29 to this roll, right?
Now you have a plus nothing.
Plus nothing.
Plus
Okay,
nothing.
but I passed it off to Osiris for her
Because-
next roll.
You don't pass off from that roll.
Oh.
It
That
is
was
whatever
your
you
jump
make on.
roll.
There's your jump roll. You add it to your jump roll.
Okay.
Basically,
The
Mark
This is now
pushes
your
you
fun
from
roll.
behind.
So-
and the benevolent DM take
he
it
took
away.
it away.
I have changed
So in
it.
other words, right now is the next roll for just staying ahead of him, right?
Correct.
That's okay. I understand.
Got it.
You know, you're like one of those game developers that changes something broken in a game that players find out so they can win because they're mad at their players. That's Tanner right now.
What
I
is
am
it, Will?
fixing the bugs in the system.
Yep.
What is
What'd
it,
you
We were
roll?
Will?
in
there,
beta. We were in
6.
beta before, but this is alpha game now.
My hands.
I see. Yeah, you
Whatever.
haven't touched it. I see. Is
Natural
it
one.
a nat 20?
It's a 15 on dice plus 2. But it was just funny to me because
All
I
right.
could pass plus 2 off to Osiris. Yeah.
You do get to do that. Okay. You maintain
Thanks.
your speed ahead of Giard and do not fall backwards into his aura. This is round 2, by the way.
This is
I hope
round 2.
you're
I'm keeping track. I got it.
Yes,
Thank
I'm
you.
keeping track.
Osiris, you have a plus 2 to your jumping roll as 6 points out what exists ahead of you. So go ahead
Is
and
this
roll
an
that
acrobatics or a
athletics.
18?
You are able to clear the gnashing and chomping and below you. You make it to the other side. I need your athletics roll to try and stay ahead of Giard.
It's all just hungry zombies.
Yeah, pretty much. What that face?
7.
Oh, no.
Osiris begins to fall behind. Osiris, during this time,
Wait.
you feel the radiating sickness from Giard's energy as it reaches out towards you, this cold that washes over you, this churning in your stomach, the bile rising up through your throat, the acidic nature of it tickling the back of your fucking tonsils or something.
I don't have tonsils.
Yeah, did Osiris get him removed?
No.
There you go. You take 5 necrotic damage.
Okay.
Gross.
Archie, clear that jump. Do it.
I just want to say, please don't be ruthless to me. I haven't said anything.
You
mean
really
to
haven't, and I
today.
apologize for the wrath that I will instill upon
20.
you as this moves forward.
Oh,
Natural 20 or basic 20?
Basic bitch 20.
Okay, cool.
A synthetic all
You
GMO 20.
You clear the decaying hands beneath you. As you look down, you can see the fingernails and what lies beneath as maggots crawl out from where the bone meets flesh.
See, it just gets better the more angry he is.
Better. Yeah,
All
fuck
right,
you,
go ahead
Tanner.
and give you that
Do
athletics
better.
roll to stay ahead.
Ha! Fuck you, natural 20!
Plus what?
That's a free
Plus
range
7?
organic.
20
plus what?
plus 8. 28.
All right, so that's a rollover of
13.
I passed 13.
13.
Wait,
Okay.
no.
To Marga.
Can I? What did you say?
I
Are we
should've
allowed
just
to
made
help
it
people who've
advantage.
fallen behind?
Oh yeah, you can give it to you can give it to Osiris and pull her back ahead so that next
I
round
do
she
that.
won't potentially fall another space behind. She will have already taken that
Hey,
damage. but
thanks.
I do that.
Yeah.
okay, cool. You, as you jump across and see Osiris catch her toe on an errant rock, are able to pick her up really fast, put her upright, and allow her to continue forward and catch back up with the rest of the group. Well done, Margbark. Clear the jump, please,
I'm going to clear it.
with no additions.
I did not clear it. I got a 9 plus 2.
Everyone can hear the tearing of cloth as one of the gnarly hands, its finger bones coming out from the tips, catches on Margbark's pant leg and rips through it. Margbark, it causes you to stumble on the other side, and as you do and your leg catches on the stone, another hand comes back and tears against you for 5 slashing damage. Now I need that athletics roll for running, but you're going to do so at disadvantage.
I hate disadvantage. That's dumb. 11? 11. And a lot worse than 11. A 3.
You lose some of your balance and are not able to keep up with the rest of the group. Giard closes in on you from behind during this round, and you are awash with this nasty, sickening feeling that you felt before in the other chamber. You take 6 necrotic damage.
Whew. Okay, good. Margbark doesn't puke.
Okay. I will make somebody slip on puke one of these days. All right, back to the top of the order. No additions, no rollovers. 6. This is round 3. You continue moving forward. The walls here are growing closer and closer together. They are jagged through this tunnel as you run through this darkness, so trying to avoid them and keeping your momentum is getting more and more difficult. I need an acrobatics check to see if you can maneuver through this thinning hallway without slowing down or getting caught on the walls.
Oh, that's pretty poetic. I rolled a 6. Just like my name. It's a 6.
Oh, yeah.
I'm 6. I rolled a 6.
Plus?
Plus 0. Because I'm a bad boy.
You crash into a wall with your right shoulder. One of the jagged stones scratches across your metal armor with this creak and ends up cutting you in underneath it in your soft, squishy parts.
Yay.
Not the soft, squishy parts.
3 points of slashing damage as you move forward. Your next roll for athletics will be at disadvantage as it slows you down.
Okay.
Go ahead and give me that run roll.
10 plus 2, 12.
You are able to maintain your momentum even moving around this corner and getting caught by it, and are able to keep your distance from Giard. Osiris, walls are closing in. As you move forward, give me that acrobatics check.
Non-natural 20.
Hell yeah! You are able to zig and zag around these jagged parts of the walls and maneuver forward without a scratch.
I'd like to healing word Margbark.
Okay, you can reach back and go ahead and do that.
Okay. I heal Margbark 10. Margbark, hurry up! Okay, and now I need to do my athletics roll.
Yes, please.
Natural 20!
Let's get it.
This is just the night of natural 20s.
Let's get it.
As you maintain your momentum forward, do you use your extra rush of energy to propel yourself another space, or do you pass that on to someone else?
Can I get Margbark up with us?
Yes, you can. Yep.
I'd like to get Margbark up with us.
All right, as you give him this healing word, Margbark, this extra burst of vitality carries your legs forward and it pulls you, it propels you out of the range of Giard's aura. You are no longer one space behind.
Yeah.
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 All right,
Sweet.
Yeah.
Archie,
Yeah.
give me that dodge roll, please, sir.
Is that acrobatics you said?
Yes, it is.
I got a 6.
As you attempt to move around these corners, you are also caught in about the same area that 6 was. And the stone scratches against your skin, slightly damaging your clothing, which is already really disgusting anyway. You got a little bit of a wash off. Whatever. It's still gross. You take 2 slashing damage, or less, because of rage.
I chonked Delilah at him again.
Okay, go ahead and chonk Delilah.
23 to hit.
Okay, that'll do it.
How is Giard looking, like, health-wise? Because I know you said he looks, different than he did on the bridge.
So you can look back at him and he doesn't have the sort of same aura. Before, he kind of radiated with this sort of glow that you would see coming off the moon. And here it is more of this decrepit, nasty, decaying sort of green emission coming from him. So when I say he looks different and more decayed, it is almost like a different form entirely.
Oh, I see.
12.
Okay. Now give me that athletics roll, please.
23.
23. With that 23, you're able to continue your momentum movement forward and not lose ground. Do you want to pass that on or help? What do you want to do?
I help whoever needs help.
Okay, who's it going to be? You going to give it
I
to
don't know
Mark?
who
We're all
you
in the
You going
same-
to pass it to someone else?
Yeah,
We're all in the
I'll-
same.
Yeah, no one's fallen back at this point.
Oh, okay, then yeah, I'll give Marg a fat +8 to his roll.
Hell yeah,
Let's
that
get it.
rollover, keep rolling over, baby. We're going to have this snowball effect once again. Let's go, Mark Bark. Go ahead and give me that dodgy roll. Let's see what that acrobatics do.
boy. I'm way too fast for you, big man.
This is with +8.
11. 11.
Oh, that's with the +8?
No. That's 11
Okay, so
on
19.
dice plus 8, 19.
Okay, all right.
I
I
was
was
about
about
to
to
say,
say,
you're
As well, because acrobatics, right? You
Yeah,
said
it doesn't matter.
acrobatics?
You've
yes,
you've
plus 4
maneuvered
a lot. Yeah, 23.
Yeah.
Let's go.
You've maneuvered around these spiky rocks in this segment and are able to potentially keep moving forward without damage. Go ahead and give me that athletics check to see whether or not you maintain distance from Giard.
I'm too fast for you, big man.
Too fast for you, big rock. I am not too fast to get caught by this other guy, though. Plus 2. Or, no, 2. 2 total. 2 on
Two
dice.
total.
Plus 2. 4. 4 total.
Okay.
Not
Mark
doing
Bark, as you're trying to dodge through here, you
guys need to work
make
on your
incorrect
cardio.
footing, and Giard is able to gain some distance on you.
well. Son of a bastard.
Once again, the sickness washes over you for 5 necrotic damage.
Oh,
Got healed for 10, so
Son of a
got
bisquick.
Back at top of the order with
6.
6. You continue moving forward through this. There's a familiar stench up ahead that this breeze is carrying towards you. And you can hear this sloshing noise and realize that a portion of the walls ahead are covered with that same goo of flesh and moving bone, and it is creeping vertically across the walls and moving towards you. You can see these hands reaching out towards you, and as they reach from either side of this wall, these walls of flesh that stand around you, this stench permeates through your nostrils, your nose holes, whatever you use.
My feet.
And you're oh my god. The implications of that are absolutely terrible, my dude. Absolutely
He's got boots on.
Boots on.
devastatingly
Yeah,
awful.
I took my boots off earlier. It's
Your
just-
boots are currently filled with
Oh, that's
flesh.
gross. Oh god, it smells terrible.
It's real
Yeah.
gross. All right. Well, just for the mechanics of this and not worrying about your weird foot thing, go ahead and give me a Constitution saving throw as you try and save from this stench of this reaching flesh.
4 plus 3.
You're overwhelmed by this stench as you move through this chamber, and it slows you down. These things, just these bone fragments, brush past you and across your body, and you end up taking 5 stinky damage.
5 stinky damage. Okay, cool.
Stinky
cool.
damage.
Oh god, it stinks so bad.
5 necrotic.
It smells so terrible. Okay, what do I do now?
All right, now you make the athletics.
4 plus 2.
Oh, yes! It's all coming back. All right. As this overwhelms you, this smell, you lose some footing, fall behind, and Giard's aura overtakes you. You are just barely on the edge of it as you take 1 necrotic damage from it.
Yikes. Okay, 6 looking pretty bad. I'm going to use my action to cast Mass Healing Word on everybody. Well, no.
Oh,
Wait.
Can you?
I can because I
Give
got
me
that
slots.
third slot back, remember?
Oh, nice.
I'm going to cast... Everybody else looks pretty good, right? Behind me, if I look quickly behind me, everybody else looks pretty good.
Yep, I'm doing all right.
Okay. I'm going to cast a 3rd level Cure Wounds on myself because I am looking pretty rough. So that's 3 plus 5 plus 2. That is, and then plus 6 on top of that. So 8, 10, 16. I heal myself for 16. Cool.
Excellent. That's really good. All right, you are still one space behind in this aura.
Yep.
Osiris, you received no help from anyone this round. You can see these walls of flesh reaching out from all sides ahead of you. Go ahead and give me that Constitution saving throw to make sure that the smell does not overwhelm you.
16.
Excellent. You are able to maintain your composure as you move between these reaching flesh mounds. Please don't roll to throw up, I beg of you, as you need to now go ahead and give me that athletics check.
I beg of you.
Someone's going to slip on that puke, guaranteed.
16.
Hey,
Awesome.
double rolls. We're doing it.
You maintain your distance. You have one that you can pass on to someone else.
I give it to Margbark.
Okay, cool.
I need
Smart.
it. I need it.
Archie, go ahead.
Need it.
I was wondering. Yeah, all right, we're good.
I need it.
Yes.
I don't need it.
I don't get it. Is it a SpongeBob
Yeah.
thing?
Yes,
Yeah.
it is.
Yeah.
Okay,
Once
yeah,
again,
yeah.
This is SpongeBob.
If I don't
just
know it,
barely
then it's a
gets the
SpongeBob thing.
reference.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, what'd you get, Archie?
14 on Constitution save.
14 on Constitution save. All right.
Yar.
You are taken by this smell as it washes over you, causing you to falter a bit. These nasty grabbing flesh hands reaching out.
Air.
Just the overwhelming disgustingness of everything. You take 6 necrotic damage.
I do an axe thing again.
Okay, go ahead and roll the axe thing again.
I roll the axe thing again.
Okay.
Does I got a 13.
Delilah scatters as it flings past Giard and bounces on the stone wall.
Delilah.
All right, it comes right
Pink.
back. Give me that athletics, please.
18.
18, very good. As you continue moving through this wall of flesh, you are able to maintain your distance from Giard. You can either add 3 to someone else's or help 6.
I help 6.
Okay, 6. You're able to be pulled back forward out of the aura. Margbark, weren't you in the aura as well?
Yes.
Give me that flesh avoidance roll, please. Constitution saving throw.
What is this? Acrobatics?
Constitution saving
Constitution save.
Oh,
Curse
okay.
to Cursion.
Yeah.
11 total. 11.
throw. You are also overwhelmed by the stench of these walls of flesh as they reach out towards you. One of them slides a finger under your nose.
Oh, okay. Well, I wasn't going to. but...
dirty senses.
Okay, Margbark
wasn't
doesn't
going
puke.
to.
All right.
Okay,
I wasn't
all
going to
right.
roll for puke, but he doesn't. Now
Okay.
you did the finger under the nose thing. I had to.
You take 3 dirty damage.
I think what?
3 dirty damage?
3 dirty damage? Is that
Oh,
like
not
stinky
stinky
damage?
damage?
No, it's
No, it's
dirty,
dirty.
stinky damage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the guy's
dirty
name was
dams.
Sanchez.
All right, got it. All right, what next? Roll again.
Yucky.
Yep, roll again.
For the
Athletics,
keep up
please,
roll.
sir.
10 total.
Oh, that's good.
So you still maintain your current momentum. You don't gain anything off of where you were. You are still in this area of Giard's aura. So you end up taking another 5 necrotic damage.
Yep. All right.
Tick, tick, tick. All right. What round are we
We're on the final round.
Final round?
This is 5. I've been
five,
keeping
yeah.
tally.
All right. 3 of you have maintained your momentum through this, are still out in a decent position. I need to know who is up front and is going to matter for the next obstacle. The person who is out front potentially will take the most damage.
I think that.
Archie.
Probably me.
I think we would
it's
want
probably me because
Archie.
I haven't failed.
Yeah, I
Period.
think we would
You can-
want Archie.
you can have that happen.
But would it
I'll
not
be
make
next.
sense to go in the order we've been going? I'm just asking the question.
No.
But I think we would want
No,
Archie
you can make
for
that
sure.
decision.
We want Archie. Archie.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
Up-
Archie
up-
helped me.
Archie and then Osiris.
Archie helped me
Yep.
as well. So
It doesn't make it makes sense for Archie to be the one because he's the only one who
yeah,
hasn't
yeah,
failed.
yeah. That's
I mean,
true. That's true. That makes sense. Yeah.
Up ahead, you can see a nearly complete wall of bone and flesh. It writhes as it moves against whatever surface it might be in front of. However, on a pinpoint position on it, you can see some light shining through as the flesh undulates here. You know that beyond this, there is some opening out into a light source. So you have the ability to barrel through as the first person there or try anything else that you might want to do. What you will be doing is helping anyone out behind you with whatever this obstacle might be. So you will be taking the brunt of it. As you're moving towards this wall of flesh, you understand that this is likely your only option. How do you interact with the obstacle that is set before you, Archie? What do you do?
I smack the shit out of it with my great axe.
You run towards it and you pull out your great axe. Go ahead and make an attack roll, please.
7, well, just one.
Just one, yep.
Or, okay, 17.
17, all right. You move forward with all the energy that you can muster. You raise your great axe in the air and slash down, keeping a shoulder position forward so that whatever cut you might make, you can barrel through on the other side. And as you move, you can get through this massive wall of flesh. It renders, basically, it rips wide open as you slice it, and you dive through the other side to the source of light. You can tell that here you are in some other chamber. You can't quite gather your situation yet, seeing as you are still running from Giard. But on this side, the first thing you do notice is a lever here. You can look up behind you and notice that it is a gate that can slam down and potentially bar Giard for a time. I will give you that. You have made it easier for everyone to try and get through the wall of flesh as it kind of begins to seal closed behind you. You don't take any damage from this. But now we'll go ahead and go to 6. 6. You need to dive through this, so make another acrobatics check to see if you can do so without catching any of the bone fragments and shards that are jutting out from this wall of undulating flesh.
10 plus 0. 10.
You move through this, and only one shard catches you on the ankle as you pass through to the other side. You take 1 slashing damage as you break through. Osiris, seeing the same thing, you dive through as well. Go ahead and give me that acrobatics check to make sure you can maneuver properly.
22.
You do so without being scathed, and you tumble to the other side. Margbark, this thing is sealing ahead of you. The jump is going to be a little bit more difficult for you because the space is smaller. Go ahead and give me that athletics roll at disadvantage, please.
You at disadvantage. 13. 18. All right, so 13 plus 2, 15.
13. If you had rolled below 10, you would have been stopped by the wall of flesh.
Oh,
Nice. Fuck that wall of flesh.
You're able to dive through. It's not perfect. You do get caught by shards of bone. A tooth gets lodged into your leg from somewhere that doesn't even appear to be a jaw. You take 2 points of slashing damage, but you make it through the other side. Archie, everyone has passed through this portcullis.
Pull lever, Kronk!
You pull the lever, causing the gate to fall down, and even through this flesh wall, it slams down with a clang. And on the other side, you can see Giard slow, hovering there, looking at you menacingly, undeterred, smiling. And then the wall of flesh closes. You all appeared to be in a dungeon portion of the castle, somewhere that is likely been forgotten for a while. There are torches lining the walls, but there is no one in here as far as you can see. There's a stairwell leading up on the other side, which you follow, and eventually come out into the light that cascades down the stairwell, the light that you saw through the flesh wall. Here you can see the damage to the castle has taken over time. There is, oddly, no one here. And that is one thing that you've all noticed as you've traveled through this castle. Viere warned you, told you that there would be combatants in the castle, an army that was ready to fight. And yet, the only real combatant you've run into is Giard. Everyone else has been some undead servant who was willing to fight, but only if you've interacted with the things that they were in charge of. Beyond that, there have been no real capable fighters here.
Is it just me, or is this place fucking weird?
Oh, it's very weird.
that's a bit of an understatement.
It's definitely not natural.
The other thing, did Did we not kill Giard?
I mean, considering he blew a bridge up with lightning and then chased us through a dungeon, yeah, I don't think we did.
He looked pretty bad.
Also, fuck that bony fuck.
Yeah, he messed up your clothes. But he looked pretty bad when we fought him before, and all of a sudden he looks good again.
He definitely changed forms, that's for sure. It looks completely unrecognizable, but like also recognizable.
You think this is his true form?
I don't know, but quite frankly, this is not much less disgusting than the place we just came from. So I bet we get the fuck out of here.
Agreed.
Also, we gotta find Vieri.
I also agree with that.
I hate Perosha.
The four of you move towards the light. What you find is a collapsed wall that has been blown out by some force of nature. Just the force of time taking its toll on the castle. 6, I need a wisdom saving throw from you, please.
Dope. 18 plus 7, 25.
The crown feels like it tightens around your head.
Well, I guess we could go ahead and open this gate. Let him in.
You move through this collapsed wall out into the moonlight, and you find yourselves in a courtroom. So, I was thinking it. I'm sorry.
I was thinking it too, and then it happened. I was like, did I just control Tanner's
You
mind?
find yourselves in the gallery of a courtroom in Port Ware.
I was
We were all
thinking that, like,
thinking
it'd be funny, and it's just like, boop. Yeah. All right. Oops. No, you guys find yourselves in a courtyard, the main courtyard that you saw from the bridge before it collapsed. And outside on the other side of this gate, you can see the large armored form of Vieri, still covered in his lilac flowers. Behind him, you can see a less shambling undead army, those that seem to still have some cognizance about them. The army that he promised he was going to bring towards the castle. The courtyard itself is large. It is predominantly vacant and surrounded on all sides by the white stone walls that make up the entire city. The main gate is constructed from rusted iron and adorned with faded banners. It dominates the courtyard's far wall. The mechanism to open the gate, intricately carved and long neglected, is a series of gears and chains visible through a collapsed stone wall on the other side. 3 undead soldiers hack at the chains of the mechanism, attempting to disable it before anyone can let it loose and raise it. The sounds of Vieri's army beyond the gates are rising with guttural war cries and ancient chants. The courtyard, surrounded by the remnants of once majestic walls, is a monument to the decay of the city. But the promise of liberation looms as you step out into the moonlight. So, what you gather as you look out here, the mechanism is behind a collapsed wall that only you can access from this side. 3 undead servants are trying to destroy the mechanism before you can get to it. You can easily reach them. There seems to be no other opposition here.
I haul ass to them.
Is everyone going over?
Yep.
Yeah, I shall Lele.
I Eldritch Blast from a distance.
The 4 of you rush out into the moonlight, readying yourselves. Archie, you brandish your great axe as you see these 3 opponents trying to stop your primary goal for entering here. Osiris, you use your druidic magic to imbue your didgeridoo with extra power. Markbark, the golden eldritch energy that you get from Saint Sebastian and whatever place he pulls it from starts to circle around your arms as you prepare to shoot your eldritch blast forward. And 6 is there too.
6 is also here.
And 6 is there too, yeah.
As you all rush out into this segment and start getting closer to the lift mechanism, you can hear the echoing laugh of Giard loom over this courtyard. Vieri on the other side pulls out his long sword from this sheath that he has on his waist. It is this beautiful, gleaming piece of metal. He prepares himself and says something in a forgotten language to the army behind him. Behind all of you, from a place that you cannot see, the figure of Giard appears. His energy rushes out over the courtyard in this moonlight and melds these two different powers, this lunar radiance and this sickly necrotic. Next time, we will have the battle between these two brothers, and we will see if the four of you can survive it and come out on the other side.